Dry January, day 15, halfway through the month. And by this point, the whole novelty of dry January has probably worn off, the nuance of it. Because in the early stages, you're going through the withdrawal, the detox, the sleepless nights, and that keeps you distracted. Now, you wouldn't think that is a distraction, but it actually is because you're very overwhelmed with how you feel. So once you get past most of that, you start sleeping better, you have less anxiety. I feel like that's when the dialogue in your mind starts to get really loud. And the dialogue is very back and forth, and it's something I definitely want you to be aware of because you need to be careful about the thoughts you entertain because they can quickly spiral. Things like, why am I even doing this? Maybe I wasn't that bad of a drinker. Maybe I can drink moderately. Maybe we can do a damp January. And before you know it, you're negotiating with yourself. And then there you are drinking. So you need to be very careful of the thoughts that you entertain. And you may find yourself romanticizing drinking, which so quickly we forget about the bad. I think it's almost phenomenal that the drunk brain can disassociate from all the bad, and you just experienced it. Taking away alcohol, you saw how dependent you were on it, but quickly we forget about that and we start romanticizing the good, popping that bottle, the social setting, but that's not what it was. So that's where you need to be careful what you entertain, and you also need to be very honest with yourself. And sometimes we are actually afraid of our own success, and we will actually self-sabotage our own sobriety because as time goes by and we start racking up those sober days and that hope rises, those thoughts come in and we think, well, I don't think I can do this. What about that vacation? What about that trip? What about my birthday? What about the summer? All that future tripping. And where we self-sabotage is, well, rather than getting my hopes up because I don't think I can actually do this, I'm just going to rip the rug out from under me right now and just drink because for some reason it's easier for us to stick with the devil we know. Part of us likes our dysfunction in that vicious cycle because it's predictable. And right now, 15 days into this, you are in unknown territory. For some of you, I've seen in the comments, you've never quit drinking for this long in like 20 years. You're scared. It feels so new. And that's why you need to be careful and be aware of the thoughts that you are entertaining. Because before something becomes an actual action, like relapse, it always starts up here first. But you're doing great. Dry January, day 15, let's go.